Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Josh with Forex Cheat Codes. Today is Sunday, May 19th, 2024. We're looking at the upcoming fundamental analysis, primarily with respect to USD related pairs and US30, NAS100, all the related USD related impact. Major news, looking for potential fundamentals that could be of major opportunity or noteworthiness that are going to impact our trades this upcoming week. US30 did see uh, all brand new highs made this particular week, so we'll see if we push that this week. It's going to be an interesting next couple weeks as we approach just about the midpoint of the year. So let's get into the analysis for this upcoming week. Let's take a look at Monday. Monday, looking at major USD news. We don't have too many red folder news that's impact, a couple minor things, more FOMC speakers. This tends to not impact the news too much, but a lot of people looks like taking the podium and just commenting overall. I don't think it's going to be a major impact overall. There is a bank holiday on CAD pairs. It looks like a number of other pairs as well. So maybe some lower volatility due to multiple other pairs having not active trading sessions. So not a major deal, but as far as the US goes, no major red folder news. As far as my notes are concerned, no major red folder USD news. So Monday the 19th looks good. In my opinion, not anything too major, so nothing's really going to impact our uh, technicals too much. Let's get into Tuesday. Tuesday, May 21st, picking up with a lot of red folder news kind of across the board. Not seeing too much in terms of USD related news. So we go from basically CAD not having uh, any activity going on straight into CPI. So it certainly it may cause some carryover into USD pairs. It's always impacted a little bit. But in terms of directly USD related news, nothing too crazy. More FOMC speaker. They spoke lots. A lot of FOMC speakers looks like this week. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not seeing any major USD news here across the board. So this is all orange folder, yellow folder. So in general, I'm not seeing a whole lot. So Tuesday should be pretty clear in terms of fundamentals that are at least scheduled to date. Let's take a look at Wednesday, May 22nd. We're coming up just about the midpoint of the year, so we'll see if there's any major impact of that on the charts as we start to break new ground on US30 certainly. GPB, we've got some CPI coming out. I'm sure there's going to be some carryover in USD overall. Um, this is going to be of concern here. FOMC meeting minutes. Certainly, FOMC always has a major impact, especially when it comes to indexes. Typically, what you'll see is if you get active trading during the morning, typically you see consolidation going between 10 and usually 130, 145. Some activity picks up. Um, Typically, if there's a federal funds rate or something that goes with this, it gets pretty active, but this is going to see a huge spike. Certainly in the news, if you're trading the afternoon session, certainly most people trade mornings, but if you are trading late, um, I mean, probably past 11 o'clock, uh, I would probably use this as a major red flag. Put a stick in on your desk, whatever you do, because if you're still in a trade or trying to look for a reversal, um, you might want to consider getting out of that because this is going to have a pretty profound impact, a spike as soon as this comes out. FOMC always does. Meeting minutes always does. Um, it's strange to see just this isolated. Typically, there is typically one or two other pieces of news that goes with that, but this is a big one nonetheless. You'll see a spike after 2 p.m. and that will definitely carry over into tomorrow or the next day, excuse me, on Thursday as well. So 2 p.m. FOMC meeting minutes. Definitely noteworthy there. Wednesday, and that will carry over into Thursday session. Typically, you'll see a little bit more aggressive session when the market opens. If that carryover market kind of calibrates with that news, based on my past experience. So we'll see if that plays out for this week as well. Let's take a look at Thursday. Looks like G7 meetings are coming. Typically, this will impact the charts a lot. It's a little bit more active. There's typically some comments here and there. This itself is just listed as a yellow folder news, is not a big deal individually, but the charts do tend to be a little bit more active during G7 meeting minutes. I've seen charts are a lot more aggressive for no reason, as basically new policies are made, things are shifting in the current directions or against it. But I think this combination with some major pairs seeing brand new highs, such as US30, it's definitely of note, the timing of this. So as these begin to happen, just factor that into your overall analysis as well. Take a look at the notes individually. Lots of Euro news, lots of red folder news here. More GBP news, lots of GBP related news. USD 830 unemployment claims. That is of note, but not a huge impact, especially for US30 and NAS, what I've seen. But that is certainly something to put in the notes. Up on 830. And I'm going to stick that G7 notes in there as well. Day 1, G7. Yeah. Okay. So G7 meetings, 830 unemployment claims, 945 flash manufacturing, flash services PMI. Not huge individual impacts with those on NAS or USD from what I've seen, but they are pieces of news, so we definitely want to include that into our analysis because we'll see some additional spikes following the 930 open. It's so important to put these on the chart either way, even if we aren't necessarily expecting a massive move like a CPI or federal funds rate or FOMC meeting minutes, but it's important to have that on the note, on the chart, excuse me. Okay. So let's take a quick recap. Monday looks good. No major red folder news for USD. Tuesday, same thing. No major news. Wednesday, major piece of news later in the afternoon. Expected consolidation afternoon up until 2 o'clock. So from about, consider 11:30 to 2. Definitely want to be cautious. Expect a spike at 2. Some additional volatility carrying over into Thursday. Thursday definitely starts to heat up in terms of news for that particular day. All day we've got G7 meeting minutes, 830 unemployment claims, 945 flash manufacturing, and services PMI. So middle of the week really starts to heat up. So definitely some volatility Wednesday rolling into Thursday. Let's take a look at Friday. So Friday we've got G2 or day 2 G7 meetings. So that's important. Just expected more volatility. As a whole, not any individual. I type correctly. Jesus, I swear I know how to type. Just increased volatility as a whole. So maybe a little bit looser stops or tighter stops, depending on how you want to see that. But I'm not seeing any major USD news outside of this minor 10 o'clock piece right here, revised UOM consumer sentiment. It is noteworthy, again, to have that on a chart, but I do consider that a minor piece of news as relates to NAS and US30. But there's still going to be a um, spike, just a minor one, at 10:30 either way. So, excuse me, 10 o'clock. So let's just double check that. Um, yep. All right. So let's just recap real quick. Looks like a pretty solid week in terms of trading overall, minus um, some increased volatility Wednesday rolling into Thursday. You may see some more aggressive charts and movements Wednesday through Friday overall, but towards the beginning of the week, nothing major. Monday, again, no major red folder news. Trust your technicals. Tuesday, same deal. No major red folder news. Trust your technicals. Wednesday morning, I would say trust your technicals again. Anything after 11 a.m., probably start to be aware that there's FOMC meeting minutes, and that's going to carry over in your 4-hour candle. So just a heads up on that. That's going to roll over into increased volatility on Thursday. Thursday, we've got day one G7 meeting. So then we have 8:30 unemployment claims. So really 3-4 pieces of news. 5 you consider the carryover FOMC meeting minutes. So definitely just expect increased volatility on Thursday for sure. So there's any one day it's going to be of noteworthy either to get in because you want to try and ride some of that news wave, or to stay out because there's too much news. Thursday is going to be that day. And finally, Friday, probably some increased volatility with G7 meetings in general. And then 10 o'clock, we've got that UOM consumer sentiment, but that's not a big deal overall. So that is the fundamental analysis for USD pairs, and I hope you guys have a good trading week.